Okay, and it looks like we have Pablo coming in, who is, I think, another first-time visitor. And so we're gonna welcome Pablo also, Bobadilla. I think, did I pronounce that correctly?
I think so.
Hello,
Yeah.
I think he's still connecting on his audio. And let's see. So Pablo, can you hear us? You're on a mute. Do you want me to unmute you? Ask to unmute.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Hey, how's it
and
going?
good. And can you move your, because you are this way. There you go. And you, all right, there you go. It's funny because with the phone, sometimes when, like Jennifer, she has it on the other, she changed the phone,
Oh,
but you're still, can you move your phone this way, Pablo? See if it's gonna move you.
To get landscape, right?
Yeah, landscape.
I thought I had a landscape.
There it goes. There it
There you
goes.
go. Now
You
you're
just had
right.
it upside down. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you're right. Okay. Well, welcome, Pablo. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Just a little busy. By the way, just letting you guys know, I do have my 1-year-old daughter with me at the
Fantastic.
moment.
Okay.
So,
Fantastic.
We're
My
parents,
son's gonna have a baby. I'm gonna be a grandfather, so that's fantastic.
so we're good. And,
Yes, indeed.
Pablo, what city are you in?
so I am based out of New Jersey. It's Montclair, New Jersey. I'm like maybe 20 minutes away from New York City.
Okay. So, and we have Jason here from New York City.
Gotcha. Okay.
And Pablo, you know, one thing I found out, the East Coaster actually were last than the West Coaster. I don't know why.
What was that?
We actually
was
were
that?
last than the people in the West Coast.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Well, you know, we welcome everybody here, and as long as we're connecting, that's all we care. So we're good. Okay, so this is recorded, Pablo, as you know.
Gotcha.
Okay, and we only put this in our website for the members. And we have Paul Matamoros, who is an official member. Eddie Gottschalk is one of our affiliates, and Jennifer is representing one of our official members. So we are good to go. I'm going to go ahead and start. Welcome to the Fire Up Connect. This is an amazing business networking group where we accomplish 6 things here. So the word Fire Up actually has meanings, and they are all our goals. So the letter F stands for fundamentals of your services and products. So we want to make sure that we can concentrate on learning the fundamentals. And then the second goal is the I, which is introduction. We want to have an effective introduction here. We don't like solicitation. We want to educate each other. So we're going to have a Q&A as the first part of our meeting. And the next goal is the R, which stands for relationship. If we can start a business relationship out of the 1-hour meeting, that would be amazing. That's one of our goals. The next part is what we call expertise. So that's the letter E. And this is where we will have a topic to talk about, and you guys are all going to be able to chime in and give your perspective so we understand your level of knowledge within your industry. And the next, the 5th one is called understanding, which is the letter U. This is where we want to get to know you, because we are all have our own connections to people, and we want to make sure that we are not just referring somebody that we don't know. So we need to understand your involvement with the within your industry. What is your communication style, yours, you know, type of personality, so we can have a very good understanding of how we can give you some good referrals and also really have some collaboration. And lastly, if you are a member of the Fire Up Connect, we do project collaborations here. And, you know, we have a lot of fun here. Lots of great members that are not here today, but, you know, you get to meet them. As the more you attend, the more you get to meet people. And we have 8 meetings a month. We meet every Tuesday at 3 o'clock and Friday at 11. We're busy. Paul Matamoros is a commercial broker, and he is busy, but he attends all the meetings, right, Paul?
Yes, I'm here.
So he knows the benefits. So I'm going to go ahead and start our meeting with the Q&A, and I'm starting the question, and I will be the last one to pick, and you can pick anyone in the group. If you are probably the last one, then you can ask me questions. So I'm going to go ahead and ask, let's see, Jennifer. Jennifer, since you are representing John Alera with the stair lift, Now,
Mhm.
what is his concentration right now in terms of his plan for the next month?
His concentration right now is just to try to reach as many people in basically San Diego and Riverside County that are in need of mobility products. We have a wide variety of products, and one of our themes is specialty chairs. So it's not just your basic, wheelchairs. We try to meet people's needs. So we have actual, chairs with traction on them so that people can, live their life again, basically. So that's kind of our mission here.
Okay, great. Now it's your turn to ask anyone in this group, and you can go
Okay.
ahead and select.
I think I'll go with Pablo. I kind of want to see Pablo's kid.
Yes, me too.
What is your question for Pablo?
Pablo, what exactly do you do, and what are your goals at your company?
So I am a independent filmmaker, specifically a producer.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. And so, as far as goals, the goal right now is I consider my production company as a startup. And so just to give you a little background, we basically, we just had our feature film debut, which we shot during the pandemic.
You remind me so much when I was raising my baby.
Say hi, say hi, say hi.
Hello,
And,
how are you?
Hi. And we
Hi
shot
there.
it. There she goes.
She's
And
the
we
movie
shot
star,
it,
right?
She
during
is
the
she is a
pandemic.
star.
Yeah, she likes attention. And so yeah, so now we're in the process of securing distribution for that, domestically and then internationally. So we actually are in the process of signing a domestic deal today. And so as far as goals go, it's basically for me, it's the fundraising aspect. So, being able to raise enough funds to diversify my projects and be able to produce them in tandem, and scale up.
Okay.
Now that I've gotten the big, the big hurdle out of the way.
That's a big hurdle right there.
Yeah.
I'm
You know-
sorry. Yeah, here I was a preschool teacher for many years, so kids are kind of.
What's your baby's name? What's your baby's name?
Nora.
Nora.
Oh,
Wow.
hi,
beautiful name.
Nora.
That's a great name.
You
Hi,
are
Nora.
amazing. Oh my gosh, I
Nora.
love your voice,
And
Nora.
She's gonna be a
we're
singer.
used to
Hey.
boys, so like she's so outspoken and loud. It's like she's got a lot of personality.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
good
All right.
job.
that. No.
Well, Pablo, you can go ahead and ask whoever you want to ask. So move to the next.
Okay.
We'll try another person.
Yeah, sure. I guess can you remind me of the names again? Sorry.
So we have Jason, Eddie, Paul, and we have Fu.
Okay. I guess I'll ask Eddie, what industry you're in, and just like what's one of your major recent accomplishments,
Okay, I'll put you on a mute, Pablo, okay?
Thank you. I love kids, but what the heck. So anyway, what I'm up to, recent accomplishment. So right now, this week, I'm working on doing some slick videos. I ran into a pretty good storyteller, said I got to tell my story better. So instead of pitching to every VC or prop tech, not educate them, we're going to create some really slick videos and get it out there. And that way I can practice it and record it and improve it, add some slick music and those kind of things. And right now we can either raise 100K or 5 million. I'm not too sure. It depends on how good the videos are.
Well, Eddie, they don't know what it is. What is your business?
Oh, what do I do?
Give an overview.
Okay,
That would be
so today, real estate investors, syndicators have a patchwork of location analytics tools. They don't have current economic or demographic data. what's the population growth in your zip code last month? You ask a realtor, they'll lie to you. We tell you the truth, and this is whether it's growing or declining. So we focus on data that's realtors, Zillow, CoStar doesn't have access to, and we deliver that in real-time data visualization heat maps. So we have a big potential because banks, realtors don't, or the whole ecosystem has a pretty big data gap.
Okay, great. Thank you, Eddie. Now it's your turn. We still have 3 people for you.
So Paul, did you understand any of that language I just said? And tell me
Yes.
what you're up to this week.
Yes, no, I definitely did understand that. But I wanted to ask you, since you did ask me this question, Eddie, how does your data that you scrub differ from, say, us, where commercial brokers, we have that access? How does yours differ?
I didn't mean to talk about me, but I buy and aggregate. I don't scrub anything. I don't pull anything. I buy it from data brokers.
Okay,
So anybody can spend 100,000 and buy it, but then what? So we figured out to buy them, then what?
okay, great. No, that's
Okay, great.
Okay.
Okay, your turn, Paul.
So my turn. Okay. Hi, I'm Paul. By the way, Pablo, your daughter's eyes are beautiful. Definitely. Anyway, I'm an impact investor manager for Metro Properties Holding Company. I'm also the CEO. Like Marie said, I am a commercial broker here in the beautiful southwest city of Rio Rancho. And I also am a realtor, a professional realtor out of San Francisco. So my product, basically, I have 2 different products here in Rio Rancho. I'm helping to build an economic environment out here, and via the commercial real estate development that focuses on, oh gosh, quite a few things: steam stem projects and also autonomous commercial EV facilities. And what else do I have to say, Marie?
Whatever you want, you have time.
No, and so, yeah, so basically before this meeting, I was on the meeting with my marketing company out of San Francisco, and the product is looking very, very nice. So we're really just days from launching that. And as far as here in Rio Rancho, we have another meeting in the morning with my marketing team for Rio Rancho. And it seems like we're finally putting things together. And I have a couple of bright ideas to reach out to some heavyweight investors. And so we'll see what happens.
Okay,
that's it.
All right, awesome. Okay, Paul, who would you like to ask? We have
Okay.
Jason or Fu.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Jason. Jason, you're from New York. Is that right?
Yeah, I'm currently living in New York City.
Okay. Great. Where were you originally from, though, if I may ask?
I was originally from China
Oh, okay.
a long time ago.
Oh, okay. Great. Well, I
Yeah.
love big cities. So I come from a beautiful city myself, San Francisco. So, but okay. So Jason, tell me about your product and introduce yourself. I'd love to hear more about.
Sure, thank you, Paul.
Mhm.
Actually, my younger brother lives in San Francisco. It's a great city.
Oh, great Chinese population there.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Mhm.
So I'm from a company called Discover Live. Discover Live is a live virtual travel company where our tour guides from over 180 cities around the world take you to travel in real time using a Zoom-like technology, but 10 times better. Our company is specialized in corporate events, team building activities, diversity and inclusion initiatives, and client entertainment. We serve companies large and small, but some of our better known customers, including Apple, which is in the San Francisco area,
Mhm.
Citi, Cisco, GE, Fidelity Investments, Gartner, Geico, and Accenture. So just before this meeting, we just closed another deal with Morgan Stanley.
Oh my.
That's what we
goodness.
do. Why am I here? I'm interested in, please keep in touch if you're future customers, partners, or investors. Thank you.
Wow, Marie, I don't know. Bravo, Jason. I think we need Jason to do a pitch deck for us one day at one of these
Yeah,
meetings.
we're gonna try and get more information from Jason. So we have
Fantastic.
enough time to dig more. Okay, Jason, you have food to ask a question.
Yes, Fu, you're the only one left. Please go ahead. So I want to ask you, what do you do? I know you're like a PR expert. How long you have been in the business, and what are your interests in joining this group?
Um, what I do is I help B2B, so business to business and self-improvement experts increase their brand authority through landing placements on mainstream media. So that way they can increase their brand authority and they can sell high ticket offers with ease. And then the reason that I'm here is because I like the community. It's kind of very, like Marie does a very great job keeping everybody control and tame. It's not like messy and it's kind of tight. So we can talk enough between each other and build out a very strong relationship, which is all I'm about. I'm all about just building real strong connections. So that way, like just business just kind of happen automatically if you trust each other and you can add value to each other. So, and another big thing is I really like about the here is like the connections of Marie and like in radio and TV and stuff like that. So I just was my first episode on the radio, on the Fire Up Connect radio talk show was on Sunday. So, you know, I'm excited to, you know, do my next one and do a lot of other big things with Marie. And more
Awesome.
people here.
Gosh. All right, Fu. You get to ask me a question.
Okay, so Marie, what is the next big step that you're trying to take Fire Up Connect, let's say, right? Like, because it seems like one of your main focus. So what's the next step for Fire Up Connect, right? Like we got on radio now, you know, what's the next step?
You want me to jump that far, huh? Fire Up Connect is my biggest goal for Fire Up Connect is to be able to open it up to different states and different cities where, you know, they're also creating so many different communities. But in order to do that, I definitely have to, you know, get a lot of production for Fire Up Connect that really shows the stories behind the membership. Like what I do for you and what I do for everybody else in this membership is the stories that we're building right now. And if I can create that huge production for Fire Up Connect, it's just a matter of getting you guys on, maybe on a cable network, putting a lot of great stories. And it's really to inspire people. So with what we're doing right now with the radio show, Fu, I mean, definitely that's a great story for us. And same thing with Paul that I'm working on. He's got a big project, and Eddie, and with Jennifer here being part of the, and I'm coaching everyone, but we're all creating stories. And I'm really curious for someone like Pablo and Jason that has a very good platform. I mean, I am really opening it up to a lot of opportunities here, and that's what I'm doing. Always looking for opportunities to make it bigger. So that's what I am doing with Fire Connect, and that's just Fire Connect. You know, they don't know that I have other projects and other organizations that I'm launching yet. So anyway, that is the first part of our meeting. Thank you so much for participating. That is awesome. So we're going to move on to the next part of our meeting, which is a topic that we're going to talk about. And I want each one of you will have a minute or two to share your thoughts or perspective about the topic, and we'll take from there. Okay. So I am thinking of the word opportunity. Okay, because that is being taken lightly. And I'm gonna just open up the word opportunity, and I'm gonna start with Jason, and you tell us what you think about that.
Okay, does it have to be like related to my business, or is like in general, Marie?
It's whatever you want. It's up to you. You got 1 to 2 minutes, and you give it a shot, however you want to use that word.
Sure. I think the opportunities are all over the place. Opportunities is presented to everybody equally, but only a few can actually grab it, and it takes a lot of work in order to get it. So
Okay, that's it.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. Is that enough?
It's 1 to 2 minutes. So.
Oh, 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, so you know, it's interesting because I was just
about how you wanted to do this, because we wanted to learn more about how you think and how you relate that to your business, because you know we're here for the word opportunity right now. So you tell us what that is.
Got it. Yeah. So no, that's one of the things that I firmly believe in. And it's funny because this afternoon I just had a meeting with one of our PR, actually my PR person, and we're talking about some of the questions that they asked about some of the questions that one of the media asked. And it was asking us about what is our business that we think that changed the way how people used to live or used to do. I think the one that we did was really, if I think about, some of the research I did, travel, like not being able to travel to all the places is one of the 10 things that people regret most before they die, actually, because most people have this big bucket list. And Discover Live is basically get rid of that bucket list, because anytime if they want to travel to anywhere, they can. They don't have to worry about a lot of money, a lot of time, and worry about another culture and language, and sometimes just don't have anybody to travel with. So it opens a lot of opportunities. And we have seen so many people of our customers, no matter if they're late stage cancer patients, or a lot of the residents in senior living communities, or it's just the 4 generations of people that they finally get to travel together. So building up that connection to us is important, and that's the opportunity that we grabbed, and I think we really thrived, from what's presented in front of us. So, opportunities is there for everybody.
Thank you. All right, let's move on to Pablo.
Okay, so I guess I need to talk about how basically talk about opportunity from my perspective.
Yes.
So for me, from my perspective, opportunity, some of the best opportunities are unexpected. And that's something, I strongly believe in having a strategy and a plan. But at the end of the day, really a lot of the opportunities that have opened up channels for me have been unexpected, because I have that open mind. And so that's one thing that mentality that I've tried to continue to employ is, keep an open mind, because you never know, it could be I'm in independent filmmaking, so fundraising is extremely important. And so, you could land an investor that's outside of your industry, and it could be a game changer. And so, it could be someone in real estate that just so happens to want to be a part of the film world. Or it could be, someone that just wants to learn what filmmaking is all about. And so I try to reach out to people from different industries and just basically give them a sense of what my projects are about. And yeah, so, that's the main thing, is just keeping an open mind, because you never know where those opportunities are going to come from. And most of the time, the best ones are unexpected.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Pablo. Okay, we're going to move to Jennifer. Jennifer, are you there? Okay, looks like she stepped away. We're going to move on to Paul.
Yeah, kudos, Pablo. That was a great explanation of your point of view of opportunity. I'd have to agree with you on that. Some of the best opportunities are unexpected. To me, opportunity, yeah, unexpected. I could piggyback off of Pablo, but to me too, an opportunity is like another chance, right? Because we work so hard for something, sometimes we don't see it come to fruition at the time that we want it to come. And so by being open, by being, a good student of learning as much as you can, hopefully it'll be within that realm of industry that you're in, excuse me. But yeah, don't disregard other opportunities to learn of other things, and really be creative in seeing how that can connect to what you're trying to promote. So to me, I think that opportunity is a break in one's life, a chance at, hey, once it comes, we should never take it for granted. We have to run with it. Sometimes we don't even know if it's going to work out, but we just run with it, because in this small window of opportunity that each one of us has, because actually we are mortal, and so there's that window of opportunity that we have to really remember, that we just have so much time in this life.
Okay, thank you, Paul.
Mhm.
All right,
Thank you.
you're next. Are you there
Did
yet?
you- Yeah, I didn't hear you, sorry. So I got a couple little ways of looking at that. I was on a pitch event at We Co-Founder Group, and there's some really crap stuff out there that people are raising funds for, but some people are really great speaker and they love it because, you know, there's this beautiful lady look like Marie, and she talked really well, and she has 2,000 YouTube followers. Therefore, we give her, you know, 5 million in VC funding. It's sort of crazy. So there's that. And the other part is the needs analysis of my analytics. But really, I think it has to do with my biggest losses have been not taking advantage of opportunities. So really, and a lot of it has to do with interpersonal relationships. Is one of the reasons I'm here. Because I've found deals I made 80,000 in one day, all because someone knew me or they wanted to toss a piece of paper my way. And I wouldn't have that opportunity if we weren't friends. So to me, it's not only being a good Samaritan to the right people. And if you're that way, I think opportunity come your way.
Oh, I love that, Eddie. That is
Well said.
awesome. Okay. Fu, you're next.
Opportunity. For me, opportunity means endless possibilities. I think that's something that makes me think about when I think about opportunities. And I always think that opportunities are everywhere, and that's why the reasons that I come here and I get myself out there. I'm always talking with strangers because I think that there's opportunities everywhere. So I live by like thinking about opportunities every single moment of my life, basically. And the way that I do it is I just want to talk to people that are successful entrepreneurs or they're starting out, like anybody that really has that desire to do something interesting, to do business, to entrepreneurship, because there's always so many ways that you can collaborate and you never know. So I like always talking to people at least 10 to 15 minutes and just figure it out if there's any opportunities there. And if you're not, we can still stay connected on social media and stuff. We can still be friends, right? Like we don't have to work together or collaborate. So that's what, when I think about opportunity, I think about just get yourself out there and talk to people and figure out if there's opportunities. And yeah, there's always gonna be, like, even if you get a lot of no's, just keep looking. There's always gonna be opportunities. So yeah, that's what opportunities mean to me, I guess.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about opportunities for the way I look at it. So opportunities for me is somewhat created also with your intuition and also with how close your relationship with people. Part of what I do is I like to educate people. When you educate people, it triggers something for them to think about ideas. And when there's ideas, you create opportunities. Like we're here right now for an hour, and you're talking right now about, we think about opportunities. While you're talking, and I'm learning about who you are and how you process your thoughts. And then at the same time, you're going to go through later and you're going to share us some of your success stories, your accomplishments, your challenges, and your goals. And every time that you give me some information, I find opportunities there. You got to be quick and very, attentive to listening to every word that someone is saying, because that's how you find opportunities. You got to be very creative in what they're saying. If, let's say, someone says, I have a problem in getting this, specific thing in my process, that is an opportunity there. How do you tap into that? So think about all the things that you're hearing from people. opportunities is coming in every second, but you need to know how to work with it. So just keep that in mind. All right. Okay, so let's take 30 seconds for you to give us some feedback of what you heard from everybody. Put it on the chat that where everybody can read your message. So go ahead, 30 seconds and type it in. And I think we lost Jennifer here. She might be busy taking care of a client. So hopefully she has a good reason why she was not able to participate. Okay, well, Pablo is working on it. It seems like he's still typing. Oh, there you go. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your feedback. And there's Marie's goals are great. Okay, thank you, Paul. All right, so the next part of our meeting is what we call business share time. Okay, we have, again, a minute to 2 minutes, and be very precise on what you wanted to share. You can share either a success story or a challenge that you wanted to share to people, and that can give you some recommendations or a specific goal with a timeline of completion. Okay, so I'm going to start again with Jason. I hope you don't mind I'm picking you on this all the time.
Sure, no problem, no problem. It's I'm enjoying it so far. So I think what I can share probably is most recently we have developed some really fantastic products for the corporate events. We have the African American Heritage Month celebration coming up. We have the romantic cities around the world for Valentine's Day. We have Lunar New Year celebration in Vietnam, and we also have Mardi Gras, all the way straight from New Orleans. So that's what I want to share.
Awesome. Okay, Pablo, you're next.
Let's see. So right now I'm actually, I had a meeting today. So one of the initiatives that we're a part of, my production company, is we have partnered up with a company called Largo AI out of Switzerland. And what they do is they've developed like AI analytics for filmmaking. And so we're in the process of applying the AI analytical tools to a horror film that we're developing. So all the way from development to production to post-production to distribution. And so it was a great meeting today because I was able to learn all of the tools and how to gain insights, you know, like all the way from, I can already, when I'm creating my pitch decks for investors, I can pull all of the data sets and the visuals and plug those into my pitch decks for investors so that they can get like a, you know, an idea of what our projections are. And this is while I'm still in development. So it's amazing to be able to use those tools that early on and just, you know, and be able to leverage that.
Okay, Fu, are you leaving? You want to give your thoughts first before you go?
So something that like the business share, I would say, I'm learning a lot about how to be a better speaker, how to be a good host. And it's a little bit of a challenge to not use the like, that really, all this stuff. And another thing that I'm dealing with is like I'm having a lot of I'm dealing with a lot of things going on like at the same time. I have a bunch of clients, so I'm dealing with like the client's expectations, with the editor's expectations, and the producers. So like not an easy task, but if it was easy, you know, everybody would do it, and I wouldn't have this opportunity to really have a 7-figure business, if not 8-figure business. So I really like where things are going, but it's hard. So like those are kind of like my challenges. I have a lot of success, right, with my connections and stuff, and you know, going radio, articles coming out. Like last week, I had an article coming out in She Magazine. There's another article coming out this week, if not two. So there's a lot of good things happening there. But in the challenges is how to become a better leader, how to become a better trainer for people to come in, and how to build all that, like being a good CEO instead of just being an entrepreneur. So
Yeah.
that's my challenges and my wins.
All right. So do you really have to go now?
I gotta go soon.
Okay. So
Right.
this is recorded. So if you can listen to the video later, so you can hear Paul and Eddie's information. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll drop my links too for like, you know, Pablo and Jason, that so we can connect at least on LinkedIn and stuff.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's move on to Paul. Your turn.
All right, let's see. I think Fu, before he leaves, I think he hit it. To be an entrepreneur is one thing, but to be the CEO really demands a lot of other things. I think if I could put this plug in Fu's ear is whatever you do, don't change your personality per se, because this is your brand. I think a CEO, what he or she knows what to do at that stage is to put people in the position that is going to help his brand shine, where he can't just do it by himself. But anyway, so with that said, I think I've had some really big revelations this last week, in the sense how to really appreciate those people that are helping me. Hence, this is what I'm talking about, where I was a one-man operation for quite some time. But nowadays, you know, we could connect with people all over the world that they could help you as, you know, subcontractors or whatever services that you're paying out. So with that, I'm really seeing that this vision, this little vision that I had, is just exploding, so to speak, in the sense that, you know, really the sky's the limit. And what I mean by that, every time I come to these meetings, like I'm hearing what Jason is saying, what Pablo's saying, what Eddie's saying, and then what Jennifer's company has to build the city, because that's literally what we're doing here. We're wanting to build this city, the heart of the city, the civic center of the city is not even built yet. So this is a huge opportunity. And being that this is high desert, where a lot of people come to retire, or used to, and still do, but young people are coming here because of the price point. Well, I could see Jason's service, that we could even offer something like that. I could see where Pablo could, you know, with filmmaking, because filmmaking out here is huge too, here in New Mexico. But just, I've always been the type of person that I love music and art. So of course I love what I do, but yet to expand this, I mean, who's to say what we're going to do? So this is really why I come to these meetings, because you never know. Like, Marie, I know you know what you're doing. You just set this whole thing up, right? Oh my goodness, this is great.
That's the magic. Okay, Eddie, you're next.
Well, I just want to thank Paul, because even though I've been talking about this for a while, I sometimes totally forget the obvious. So he asked me a question, well, what's different about us that realtors don't have? So I really have to articulate that better, because the thing is, even if you have the most disruptive data in the world, everybody likes to associate it with something else they know. And we don't have anything like that. So I got to associate it with something what people know and articulate that better. So thanks for that. And then once I get these videos out there, I'll finally get out of the garage and people start finding out about us. So next week we should have some good news.
Okay. All right. Well, that is amazing. Let me share with you. my stories. So I've got, remember the I think I said something about the US Bank branch manager. I went to the bank, deposited my check in there, and I saw him in his office, just like nobody. He wasn't talking to anybody. And I stopped by and I said, "Hey, I have all of this event and I do all of this." And so he said, "Oh yeah, that just send me the information." So I sent it to him. And then the second time I saw him, he was sitting in his office and he said hi to me and we just chatted. And he said that he can't participate to some of the events. But then the third time he said, "Hey, I have someone that I wanted to, let's have a call." And he called me today, gave me the two people in their company, okay? And we talked everything about my projects. And guess what? They wanted all the information, and there you go. That's how it works for me. So it's amazing how you are persistent wherever you go. You talk to people, give them the opportunity and all of that. Hey, look at that. Jennifer
So
showed-
sorry. I probably should have told you guys. I'm actually at work, so I had to step out for a phone call.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why I disappeared on you. Sorry about that.
All right. And we have James too. James said that he was really going to come in late. So I don't know if he's going to be able to show up his face. But Jennifer, we were already on the business share time. Do you want to take this time to share whatever you want, like success story or challenge or a specific goal?
Sure, sure. Actually, I'll tell you about what happened yesterday. That was pretty cool. So, it's a success story. Basically, this guy came in and he was having really bad breathing problems, was, using a cane. His daughter actually knew about where we were located because it used to be a hair salon. But he was just really struggling, and he actually bought a powered scooter on the spot. It was the perfect scooter for him, fair price and everything. So, we kind of just made his day. He basically said, "Thank you for giving me my life back," and, that kind of thing. So it was pretty powerful. So that was cool.
Awesome, Jennifer. Okay, James, are you there?
I am here. I'm just out and about, so I won't be coming out on video, but I made it at the very tail end here, I guess. But better late than never, right?
Give us all the business share time. But what is your business share time for us, James?
What's the biggest share? Okay, so kind of going on like what was the success story or something that happened that was good. I would say that it's not like one individual thing, but although I've been getting, some referrals now to business. And so it seems that all the networking and the work that I've, been doing over the past, I guess, 6 months, it's just really starting to not just build up my network, but, the opportunities that are starting to come out of it. So it's promising to see, some light at the end of the tunnel.
Okay, James, can you just tell everyone where you're at, city, and what type of business do you do so they know what you're doing?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so I'm in, and I apologize if there's background noise because I'm out walking right now. But I'm in Redondo Beach in Southern California, and I am a fractional VP of sales. And so what I do is work with small and mid-sized businesses to help scale their sales processes and profits. And typical, or the ideal kind of prospect would be either a startup that's looking to scale that doesn't have infrastructure and really needs help in its early stages, or small mid-sized companies kind of in the 1 to 50 million range in terms of ARR that could be doing very well. But in order to go to the next level, the CEOs, can't continue to wear all the hats, and there comes that point where they need to have some formal structure in place, and then I can help bring that in when they're not quite ready to have a full W-2, sales leader, but they want to get the benefit of someone with 30 plus years experience like I have doing just that.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, James. Okay.
Yeah, thanks for letting me share.
What's that?
Thanks for letting me share.
Yes. All right. So now we have 9 minutes, and what I'd like to do is get some feedback from, actually, normally I would still have time to find opportunities. And I'm going to say this, Pablo, you heard all of these people, they need ways to tell their stories. And somehow you're the creative one here that can probably find some ways to help them on sharing their stories. So you got a lot of opportunities here for what you're doing. Jason, I think you've got some amazing, service that I need to learn more about. And I think you can probably scale a small business to such a great large scale. And I would like to learn more about it because I'm interested to know what that is. James is actually an awesome person to be connected because of all the referrals that he has given me for a short period of time. So you want to make sure that you are putting all your information on the chat and save the chat and connect with me. Now, Paul has a large project that he's taking care of. So, try and really meet with him one-on-one and try and figure out how your resource can be connected to him, because, you never know that could create more opportunities for you, right? And same thing with Eddie. Eddie is also, working on his company, and I'm helping him find some good people, and I've connected him, and I think there's some good directions for him right now. But again, think about all your connections, your resources, and how you can help people, because, it comes back 10 times fold for whatever you do for others. And that's how it's been good for me also, for the way I have operated my business. And I always get a lot more from what I give. So Jennifer, definitely, I think it will be great for you to, take the time to introduce John Alero to all of these people, so they understand what you do or what kind of products you have and services that you can provide, because you never know that in New York or in, where is it, Pablo, where you were in, what city are you in?
So I'm close to New York City.
Yeah, close to New York City. Same thing in San Francisco, all of that. You could get clients from everywhere, even in Irvine, where James is. So just think about the opportunities that can bring you a lot of customers, and by having a connection and
Well,
understand what you do.
James said he's from Redondo Beach, so I mean, that would be an area that we could serve. So
So, but again, James needs to know what that is. It's hard for anybody to help you if they have no clue what it is. And, you got to spend 1 hour time with them on a Zoom, at least showcase, educate what it's going to do for them. What's the benefit for them?
Right.
It's a matter of,
Jennifer, we can, if you want to connect with me on LinkedIn, or you just find me under James Watson Sales Catapult, and then we can set up a one-on-one. I can learn a little bit more about your business.
yeah.
That
And
James
John,
Watts was the last part.
Well, James Watson Company Sales Catapult.
Oh,
CATAP, yeah, ULT.
Okay.
So you should be able to find me.
and
pretty
James
quickly.
is also in the website. So you can look at his profile.
Okay.
The website and start looking at his information. Now for Jason, Jason, I'd like to get your feedback in terms of your experience today. If you can do that, take your time.
Sure. No, I think I like the format. I feel like this is an event that people are really open-minded and very direct. And and I've been to some of the other networking events, not as close as I feel like this small circle, and it feels like genuinely like that people are really want to help each other. So that's kind of like what my feedback is for this.
I appreciate that, Jason. Okay, Pablo, what about you? Are you taking care of your baby right now? Are you there, Pablo? Okay, he might have stepped out because Pablo is working, he's got his baby, but I'm gonna try and get a feedback from him. So if you can take your time, put your contact information on the chat, make sure you save it. And if you have any question, Jason, about the Fire Up Connect membership, I would love for you to really look at that seriously, because I have a lot of programs that I work with. So we have TV show, radio shows, magazine publications. We have, other real estate projects, like I mentioned with Paul, and there's more. And, there's a lot of organizations I am connected to, but I need to understand what everybody's business before I can even refer. Because it's all about my name too. Without
Sure.
my name, I can get this type of people in my circle. And I have to have a reputable name. And that's what I'm, trying to do. I'm doing my due diligence before I do anything in referral. So, and everybody does the same thing. So try and schedule a one-on-one meeting with everyone. Eddie is a good one to learn more about what he's doing. I think there's a lot of great opportunity there too. Okay.
Sure.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, I appreciate any question, Jason, since this is your first time.
Yeah, no, this is the first time I'm attending this networking events, and I've attended some of the others as well. And as what I said, I think this is very unique from the way how this is structured, and also from very everybody's different background standpoint. It's also very helpful, very interesting.
Okay. All right. I would like to get feedback from the members now. Paul, what do you think?
I mean, Marie, this is awesome. I mean, it's every time it's like a learning experience when I come to your meetings. So I like it because I like to learn. And being that I have a busy schedule too, I look forward to these things. And it seems like the caliber of people that you're getting is really nice. Like people from all sorts of industries that, leaders in their industries, they could be bunched in the leader pack. And so I really like that, definitely.
Thank you. And by the way, check the KCAA radio because Paul is doing radio hosting for Real Men of Real Estate. So make sure that you tune into that. Now, Jennifer, Eddie, what do you think about the meeting today?
It's all good. To me, it's communication, talking. It's almost like software, because software, you go down this never-ending funnel of constantly improving depending on what people want. It's not like building a house and it's done. The same is true for communication and messaging, because you got to get really good at it. And you have to be not only speaking, but understanding what people are listening for and from their perspective. And so in that sense, I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Eddie. Okay, I know, Jennifer, you had to step out, but for the short time that you were here, what did you think about the meeting?
I thought it was really good. It's nice to hear everybody kind of has, a different background, but, everybody wants to help each other and that kind of thing. So, there's definitely a lot of sources out there. And, I think the meeting is really well structured too. So.
All right, thank you. James, I know it's the last minute, but what?
Yeah. Well, first of all, I was out last week for part of our national conference that we have annually. But so Eddie, I think you had hit me on LinkedIn, InMail, and I owe you a response, or we can have a conversation. We haven't talked in a while, but I think you had a couple questions and wanted some feedback. But yeah, let's connect and do that. And then as far as when I think about the meetings, I think they're always good. I like to make them whenever I can, and had some good opportunities that Marie has really presented, with the radio show that I was able to do through Fire Up Connect. It's the first one I've ever done. Have to keep practicing on that. It's a different thing, but it still went pretty well. And so, the whole organization has been really good. So I've been pleased with the events and the people I've met through it. So I'm going to keep coming back.
Yeah, you guys check out his radio show. Give James feedback on his show, and that will help him improve whatever he's doing. Same thing, James, for you to listen to Paul, because he interviewed the mayor. That was
really?
the mayor. Yeah, he interviewed the mayor.
That's awesome.
Don't
Yeah.
mess around.
It was
Right to the
awesome.
top.
Right, cut to the chase, right?
Yeah, and Eddie, maybe in the future he'll be in the radio show. He's really just working on his process right now, but we will get him in there. Pablo, are you still available or no? Just turn on your video or say something, but we're almost getting ready to end the meeting. And thank you so much for attending. Again, don't hesitate to connect with me again, Jason. Let's try and do a one-on-one meeting, because I'm very curious about what you do. And I know it will be very beneficial for all of us to learn what you're doing. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much. Have an amazing evening.
Marie, may I ask Jason the backdrop? What city is that, Jason, if I may
It's
ask?
Florence.
You know what? Something told me, yeah. Actually, I haven't.
We're just right before this call. We're doing a tour for GE in Florence. So I didn't get to change the background before I just joined here. So that's Florence.
Where's the Statue of David? I can't see it.
Oh, it's actually over here, like do you see that big tower?
Gotcha,
That's
yeah.
the city hall right below it.
Yes.
Is the David.
Okay. Well,
Fantastic.
are you gonna take us all over the world to give us a tour and all of that?
Oh, you never know. One of those times I would love to give a tour for every one of you guys.
Oh, this
I
is,
can't wait.
We'll go somewhere together, have fun.
All right, sounds good. Too bad Pablo is not present because I have TV shows that I wanted to talk to him about, but hopefully I can connect with him again. Did he leave his information here by any chance?
let's see. Hmm,
Discover
don't
Live, I have.
I don't see Pablo.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna
no.
have to get back to him and get him to connect with him again, but I think I've got his information. All right, well, thank you so much, everybody. And again, let's connect, all right? And let's get fired up. That's all we need to do.
Let's get fired up, right? That's right.
Thank you so much for having me today.
All right, okay.
It was a
bye.
pleasure to have you guys. Thank you, Marie. You did another awesome job. You outdid yourself again. My goodness.
Thank you, Paul.
All right, thanks. I'll see y'all later.
Bye,
Bye now.
Kate.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.